Hi students, in entrepreneurship development, this is the one topic, recent initiatives in entrepreneurship development. So entrepreneurship is picking up in India following a few initiatives in entrepreneurship development. Startup India, meaning a startup is defined as an having entity having its headquarters in India, which was opened less than 10 years ago and has an annual turnover of rupees 100 crores. Under this initiative, the government has already launched the iMade program to help Indian entrepreneurs to build a 10 lakh mobile app startups, the Mudra Bank scheme, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So these are the recent startups in India entrepreneurship. So these are taken from the government of India. So first for the mobile, that in the Mudras Bank scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So is an initiative by Indian government, which aims to provide micro finance, low interest rate loans and to entrepreneurs from low socio-economic backgrounds. These are helping to low economic microfinance to and low interest rate, very less rate of interest, and this is helping to socio-economic backgrounds. So this is the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So one of the objectives of Indian government is to make Indian a nation of job creators. This is creating the job creators to instead of job seekers. So the government wants to encourage entrepreneurship and promote innovations. It aims to create such as an economic ecosystem which will be conducive for the growth of startups in India. Startup India is an initiative of the government of India. It was launched in 2016. It launched in 2016. It aims to be building an ecosystem which will nurture startups in the country so that sustainable economic growth and large scale employment opportunities can be generated. So this is the aim of the government of India. So the government of India has announced Startup India action plan that focuses on the following areas. So we'll see what are the areas the government of India is for the startup companies. So how they are uh, taking care of focuses, what are the plans they are taking care of. So first one is simplification and handholding. Simplifications. Here, complications, compliance procedures for startups will be made easy. Similarly, if necessary, winding up will also be allowed the fast track basis. Funding support and incentives. The government will participate in a funding process indirectly, as well as tax exceptions will be allowed in a capital gain, income tax, etc. Next is industry academic partnership and incubation. So under this initiative, government is proposing to introduce startups fests to provide a pre-incubation training to set up incubators with the help of private sector to launch innovation focused programs for students and so on. So what are the objectives? So the following are the objectives of entrepreneurship development program under startups and stand-ups in India. That is 10,000 crore startup funding pool and reduction in patent registration fees and improve bankruptcy code, ensure 90 days exit window and freedom for mystifying inspections for the first 3 years of operation and freedom for a capital gain tax for the first 3 years of operation, freedom for tax for first 3 years operation, self glorification and compliances to targets of 5 lakh schools and involve 10 lakh children in innovation related programs and encourage entrepreneurship, self glorification, compliances and to target 5 lakh schools and involve 10 lakh children in innovation related programs. So these are the objectives of startups companies. And next is stand up India ecosystem. So connect centers SIDBI and lead district manager and connect centers NABARD and bank branch 1, branch 2, branch 3 and branch 4. So district wise managers and connect centers would be so, and connect centers of NABARD. So rural in that rural self employment training institutes, these are the stand up Indian ecosystems, that is occasional training centers and MSME development institutions and state SAST division and financial corporations, Indian industry associations and district industry centers and Dalit Indian Chamber of Commerce and industry, skilling centers and women entrepreneurial associations. These are the stand up Indian ecosystems. So what are the objectives of stand up Indian schemes? So first one is, so the objective of the stand up Indian scheme is to facilitate bank loans between rupees 10 lakhs to rupees 1 crore, at least one scheduled caste and scheduled tribe borrower and at least one woman borrower per bank branch for setting up a greenfield enterprises. This enterprise may be in manufacturing services or the trading sector. In case of non-individual enterprises, at least 15% of the shareholding and controlling stake should be held by either SC or ST or women entrepreneur. So eligibility. So an SC and ST and a woman entrepreneur above 18 years of age. Loans under the scheme are available for only greenfield project. Greenfield project signifies the first time venture of the beneficiary in the manufacturing services or trading sector. In case of non-individual enterprises, 51% of the shareholding and controlling stake should be held by either SCST and or women entrepreneur. So nature of loan, what the nature of loan, how it will be: composite loan inclusive of term loan and working capital between rupees 10 lakh and up to rupees 1 crore lakh. This is nature of loan. And purpose of loan: for setting of a new enterprise in a manufacturing or trading services sector by SC/ST women entrepreneur. Size of loan: composite loan of 75% of the project cost inclusive of term loan and working capital. However, it will not be applicable of the if the borrower's contribution along with the convergency support from any other schemes exceeds 25% of the cost. And interest rate: the rate of interest would be lowest applicable rate of the bank of the category rating category, not be exceed base rate MCLR, means 30% of tenure premium. So next is security. Beside primary security, the loan may be secured by collateral security or guarantee of credit guarantee fund scheme for stand up Indian loans and CGFSIL. So as decided by the banks. And repayment, how to they have to repayment. The loan is repayable in a 7 years with a maximum moratorium period of 18 months. So margin money schemes, the schemes envisages 25% margin money which can be provided in conventions of eligible central or state schemes. So these are the some schemes are the stand-ups of in India, stand-ups in Indian scheme and startup in India. These are the some schemes. So what are they are taking care of the developing the country. So and the one last one is agrotourism, rural tourism, or new approach towards the entrepreneurship. So in an increasingly mechanized and world, may people have lost touch with how their food is produced or the region where it is originated. Agrotourism offers the tourist a chance to reconnect with the land and provides a hands-on experience with the local foods. Agrotourism activities include picking fruits, tending bees, milking cows, and other educational pursuits. So, definition is agrotourism is a commercial enterprise at a working farm, ranch, or agricultural plant conducted for the enjoyment of visitors that generates a supplement income for the owner. And agrotourism in Maharashtra. The state Maharashtra is the pioneer state to develop, promote and agrotourism in the country. Agrotourism as it is defined most broadly involves any agricultural based operations activity brings visitors to a farm like poultry, fisheries, these are the things. Agrotourism is a form of these terms. Tourism is considered growth industry in many parts of the world, including India, Australia, Canada, the United States, and the Philippines. So these are the taking of the agrotourism. These are the beneficiary for the owner. It is to generate the money. So what are the activities are involved in agrotourism? Outdoor recreation, trekking, fishing, hunting, wildlife study, horse horseback riding. These are the these are the means poultry. These are the agrotourism activities. And education experience, farming experience like rice plantation, cooking experience on chulha, and entertainment, harvest festivals like Rudha Party and in Maharashtra. Rudha Party in Maharashtra, and hospitality services, farm stays, guided tours and outfitter services, and one on farm direct scale sales, you pick operations and our roadside stands. So happy customers will definitely return. They will also tell their friends and family about a farm. Farmers can add value to your guest experience by offering them refreshment. They can select a product that complement what they produce on farm, such as milk, butter, samples, fresh fruit juice, etc. With the time and creativity, farmers can expand their recreation enterprises through fun entertaining activities such as contest, adults and children's classes or games. Children love straw matches and pumpkin painting and scare scarecrow making. Adults may enjoy historic displays or classes in a painting. So agrotourism, these are the activities they are taking care of it, and this is the remuneration for the farmers also who are opening the farms. These are the things. So they can give it to the market for the samples, the what they are growing. And this is the fun for the adults and for the childrens, and some games and children's love, straw mazes, these things, paintings. So these will help the generate the remuneration. So these are the agro activities in agrotourism. So these are the things of taken by the agrotourism, rural tourism, new approach towards the entrepreneurship. So next is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur is an employee who has the authority and support of his company or employer to implement his own innovative and creative ideas. His ideas or product may or may not earn immediate revenue for the company. Still, the employee keeps receiving his salary. So the main difference between the intrapreneur and an entrepreneur is that, so entrepreneur is getting a salary and is working for the company. If there is a remuneration, it immediately or it may come later, so he'll work for the company, entrepreneur. But entrepreneur is involving his own skills and he'll start up his own business. That is entrepreneurship. So later takes the financial risk, while the entrepreneur does not have to invest any capital from his pocket. Entrepreneur is not investing his capital amount, but entrepreneur is investing amount and is the risk bearer. The company provides the infrastructure. Many large organizations have dedicated research and development departments where employees are encouraged to use their creative abilities for the entrepreneurship. Such an idea or innovative product may fetch a great profits for the organization. Company only will give the infrastructure, so this will help them fetch great profits in the organization. Like Kinetic India, and Tata Motors, Infosys Technologies, etc. are some of such companies who encourage entrepreneurship. These are the companies are encouraging for the entrepreneurship. And next definition. So entrepreneur are the dreamers who take hands-on responsibility for creating innovation of any kind within a business. So they are working in the company within a business, they will show their creativity. So these are the companies are encouraging them. And entrepreneurship is the entrepreneurship within an existing organization. So this is the end of the chapter. So this is summary of the chapter, and just you should know this: the idea of having a mobile charger in the bike came from one of the employee of Kinetic India. And Tata Sumo, one of the passenger vehicle of Tata Motors, was named after Padma Bhushan, so Mr. Suman Mulkokar, so architect of Tata Motors, as a tribute his contribution to the company. And the like button on Facebook was the brainchild of an employee of Facebook. The company provides a platform to its engineers and codes to create and develop innovative ideas. And PlayStation was created by a junior member of the one of the staff of Sony corporations. These are the things happened. Thank you. This is the end of the chapter of entrepreneurship development.